Good morning, YouTube fans. This is Dr. Matthew Johnson and
Cynthia.
yay! And we're here in our home with a bunch of strangers. Help! Okay, so sharing their testimonials about what happened last night at Camp Xanue. It is Monday morning, July 24th at 8:15 in the morning, 2023. And so we're going to do a little shooting around the table, starting with, hi.
Hello. I'm Cynthia, obviously. Last night I was pretty tired, so I was fading out a little bit, but a lot of energy. The grass in front of us was showing a lot of movement, so the little ones in front of us were pretty thick. People at the hugging jars were growing, disappearing, reappearing, and then disappearing again. And then lots of sparkles and lights in the woods as well. And then the barred owls, not Xanue related, but it's the first time this season we've heard them, so that was kind of fun.
It was like a little icing on the cake. Okay, next, who are you? Okay, thank you. Now,
Hi.
moving around the table. Hello.
Hello, I'm Pamela from Rainier. And
Rainier what?
Rainier, oh yes, Rainier, Washington.
Thank you.
It's raining right now today.
Yes.
And so the weekend has been always wonderful. All the new people and everyone we meet is always wonderful. No event here is ever the same twice. And every day is a little different. So yesterday, I was laying down in the room to take a little bit of cool down time, and if there's nobody else in the room, and I feel this little tug on my sleeve. Hi, nice to know you're there. And then we go down to this night sit, and so there I went up to Saria to the hugging, and all the entities there were working on us, and I could feel them work on my shoulders, and my arms heated up because I had a dislocated shoulder here and something going on with this here that's been healing. So there's so much stuff going on that you really 2 minutes can't cover it.
That's true.
So it's always an experience, ever evolving, ever changing, and you want to have experiences, but you don't want to have the expectation of what it is you think you want, because it may not ever really be that.
What you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So it's great. We've had a great weekend meeting great people, and I always love coming here.
Thank you, Pam.
Thank you.
Hello.
Good morning. I'm Laura from Vancouver, Washington, and last night was a good night. I was a little bit sleepy, much like Cynthia. So I did the woodpile and talked to Saria and her cohorts earlier on in the evening because I was crashing. But when I was standing at the jars, I could feel like in my arm, tingling in my arms that I've not felt before. And I actually forgot from Saturday night, I felt that tingling in my legs. So not exactly sure what they were doing, but it was fun to know that they were working on me because I could actually feel something. And when I went to the woodpile, again, I stuck my left hand out, and I had a warm ball in my hand. I couldn't see an orb, but it was twinkling lights, and my hand got warm, so that's what I've got.
Awesome. Thank you. Hello.
Hello, I'm Xanue Jensen. I'm from Helper, Utah. I didn't experience any twinkling lights or orbs, but I was able to get touched. I was actually touched on my back while we were sitting in the straight line, watching everybody go up to the jars. That's where I got touched on my back. And this morning, since I was in a state of sleep and waking, I was actually touched on the side of my arm, which was really nice.
Yeah.
So I really am happy. The experience has been great. The people have been awesome. You guys are wonderful. And I would love to come back again.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hello.
Hi, I'm PJ from Helper, Utah. I belong to her. She's my boss.
Okay.
Last night was the most active that I've had at the night sits. I was able to hold out my hands while I was sitting there, and I could feel touching. I felt pressure on my thumb, on both thumbs, and my hands and wrists. And then I went to the hugging jar with Xanue, and I could feel a warmth on the back of my legs that I hadn't felt before. And when I went to the wood pile, I stretched out both hands, and there's just a lot of energy on my hands. I felt like several hands were touching mine at the same time. And just to note too, on a personal note, this has been an amazing experience. The people are absolutely amazing. Dr. Johnson and Cynthia are amazing hosts. They've made us feel welcome. We're newbies, and everyone here has made us feel welcome and embraced us, and it's just a wonderful experience. So I hope to come back someday.
Yeah, you're only a newbie once.
Yes.
Now, one little side note question.
Yes.
Keep your hands off your wife, buddy. All the touching. Oh, it wasn't him. No, okay. My bad. Okay. Hello.
Hi, I'm Ron from Yelm, Washington. I'll start off by saying the experiences I had the first night, or actually last night. I did feel when I went up to Xanue a hand on my arm, just like the previous night, from I guess the Xanue that's in training. The night before, though, I had gone earlier before the night sit, and with my camera and without a flash, and I just started clicking around. And when I looked at my photos the next day, I caught one over the wood pile, an orb about this big, all orange, next to the tree that Xanue usually
Zord.
Zord usually stands. And of course, Dr. Johnson then explained last night that the orange color is the color that the leaders, their orbs are that color. So I got a picture of Zorth.
In orb form.
In orb form.
Yep.
So that probably will be sent to Matt, and he'll put it somewhere in his presentations. I also had a wonderful, I'm the host of a interactive watercolor class where the Xanue come in and do the images on the papers and usually leave some form of message for the person that is also doing the painting with them. And it was great. We had a lot of feedback and a lot of really great paintings with a lot of messages in them. So it was a very wonderful class, even to the point we had interaction for the first time with little toddlers that came in and participated in the watercolor class and left their images on one of the paintings. So it was fun. It was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Great event. I loved the people here were just wonderful.
Thank you, Ron. Now, drum roll, please. The Dime Store Profits. Yay!
My name is Ray. I'm from Moses Lake, Washington. I am a Xanue.
Xanue.
TM, okay? So this is my first time, my first weekend. My first night was the night that I had the most interaction, saw the most twinkles, and saw a tree light up. But the last two nights, I really didn't feel much, didn't see much. Just trying to get the hang of it. I hear there's experience and tricks that come along with the more you do and practice it. But last night was our last night here, and it was a pretty magical event. The people here are amazing. The Johnsons are wonderful hosts. Their pack of puppers that run around are great to have by your side. I did sleep really, really well outside under the stars all weekend, so that was really refreshing for me. But yeah, all in all, it was a great experience here. First time at Camp Xanue.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Hi, I'm Eric. I'm from Moses Lake, Washington, and I'm also a newbie. Interesting time this weekend. A lot of strange stuff that you can't necessarily explain, but you experience and you once again, you come in with an expectation of what you think you're going to see or maybe what you're going to find, but it didn't work out that way for me, but I was definitely impressed with some of the things that I was witness to. We had the opportunity to play music for 2 nights for the Xanue, and the first night we played, and it was me and Ray played pretty extensively, so it's fairly comfortable for us to sit down and play. And both of us, when we sat down and looked into the trees in the dark and started playing, it was a little bit like, okay, this is like, a little, kind of got a little intimidating, yeah. So that was interesting. And then later to find out that one of the recordings caught an anomalous voice. I'm assuming it's a Xanue speaking to us or speaking to their children. Basically, I don't know the word. I'm not going to try to say it, but it was essentially, hey, be quiet and listen. And to have that and be caught in a recording of us when we're used to being very intent and listening to what's going on, to catch that on the backside was really cool. It was like, wow. So yeah, I would, as Ray said, the Johnsons, great group, great house, great fun. It's just very interesting experience. I would encourage anybody to try it, come out and wrap your head around it. Once again, read the books. It will make a big difference to how the experience goes for you. So yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, rounding around the corner.
I'm Stu from Royal City, Washington. It's time for you to nippa to me.
Nippa. That's the word that Eric was referring to. Nippa, which means listen. Yes.
Yep.
We're nipping.
So yesterday afternoon, we were sitting out back. There was only a few of us, but I had my knee, or my legs crossed, and my knee was up in the air. And I was looking this way, and I looked back, and I saw a blue orb right over my knee. And by the time my pupils got there, it was gone. So I could see it in my periphery, and it was just an instant. But it was great playing with these guys. I really appreciate you guys playing for the Council of 12 and everybody here. Everybody enjoyed it.
Yeah, I have to say something about that because most people watching this video go right over their head. These guys were not just playing for the Xanue Council of 12, but last 3 months we've been having other unfallen entities or species arriving here as a bug out place. So this was the first intergalactic concert performed on the planet Earth. I just thought that was pretty cool. Okay, keep going.
That's awesome. Okay, so everything was pretty subdued for me down at the woodpile. I didn't really feel anything when I got my hug from Kantu. I didn't really see anything at the woodpile when we were down there, but we were telling everybody thank you and thanks for listening, basically, but thanks for nippa.
Yeah.
But I picked up my guitar later on and I started playing a little bit by myself, and I was playing a song I wrote for Kantu. And during that time, I was seeing pin lights flashing all over where Kantu and Saria were. So that's about it for me. And just the good times we had. Man, we laughed so hard last night. It was just a great time.
Cool. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Last but not least.
I'm Cindy. I'm from Royal City, Washington. I happen to be his boss.
Yes, there we go. So nippa to her. Yeah.
Last night I didn't see a whole lot except for right before the night sit. I saw a lot of wavy energy where Kantu and Saria stand. And then at the night sit I was getting very tired, so we went on to bed, and as soon as I hit my cot, I was wide awake, and I was pretty much wide awake all night long. And it wasn't like I was wide awake tossing and turning. I was just awake, listening to the coyotes and the dogs sing to each other.
Yes, they were. That was cool.
So, yeah, but that was about it for me last night.
Okay. Thank you. And so there you have it, everybody. We, our group got a little smaller. A few people, hi, who are you? Okay. Left yesterday, so smaller group today. Today is Monday. Today is the day everybody goes bye-bye. So if you're interested in attending a Camp Xanue in the future, there's a couple requirements, couple hoops you got to jump through. First of all, please read my books. Go to xanue.com, xanue.com. Click on store, and then you can purchase the books online. You can purchase them in print on demand or in an ebook form. Then the next thing you got to do is watch the 4-part YouTube video series, The Great Reveal by Dr. Matthew Johnson. So if you read those books and you watch those videos, you will be properly prepared. As my collegiate basketball coach used to say every bloody practice at the beginning. The 7 P's, gentlemen, the 7 P's. Prior proper planning prevents piss poor performance. And boy, did we, get prepared every practice. And we did pretty good. So the 7 P's. If you want to maximize your experience at Camp Xanue, you need to practice the 7 P's. Read the books, watch the videos, and then you can come. And last but not least, requirement is if you do come, you've watched these testimonial videos, which is what hooked you, got you interested in coming. So when you arrive here, you are expected to give your own testimonial video as well. You don't get to come here and not participate in giving a testimonial video. If that's your game plan, don't come. Okay, it's called pay it forward. Other people stuck their neck out on the line, shared their experience, that got you here. You get to do likewise for other people in the future. I put my neck out on the line for 23 years. You can put your neck out on the line too. We'd love to have you come. We're glad that everybody else came. Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you, everyone.
And we hope to see you guys in the future. This is Dr. J. Overn out.